Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Griefdrums, and today we are back over on Escape from Tarkov. Now, today's video, I kind of wanted to break down a few things. I'm going to put this out there. Now, this is my first wipe on Escape from Tarkov, and if you don't know what that means, pretty much all the progress that people have made up until a certain point, every now and then gets completely reset as the devs roll out a brand new patch that introduces loads of new features, and it just resets everyone back to zero. You lose all your money, you lose all of your gear, and you start again from scratch. Now, this isn't always going to be the case, but for the time being it is. And subsequently, when the wipe happened, I jumped straight in this time so that I was on a fair and level playing field with everyone else. And I've really been enjoying myself. However, this game is brutal. Absolutely brutal. And along the way, there's been a few things that I've managed to pick up. Now, I'm currently sitting at around about level 40. I'm so damn close to level 40 and getting that thick weapons case, which I so desperately need because my stash is really nice and tidy apart from the absolute multitude of weapons that I seem to be collecting. I'm hoarding guns. I really am. I've got some really nice ones in there. Anyway, I'm getting off track. Today, I wanted to break down a couple of things that I have learned, specifically the art of rapping during a gunfight. And I don't mean like Eminem or some, you know, we're not even going to make that joke and go down there. What I mean is outflanking people. So the format for today's video is going to be this. We're going to be watching this round in the background, and I'm going to talk through it, and then we're going to sort of let you guys listen to what's going on and the thought process, and then I will jump back in to explain stuff as and when I feel it needs explaining. To start off with, we have quite literally just spawned into the round over on Shoreline, and we are near one of the extracts at the road to Tarkov. However, we're not going to be able to utilize this because we've spawned right next to it. Now, I can't quite remember why we were moving around so much on the outside of the map and not going straight for a resort. I think it was something to do with one of Vinny's tasks or his quests that he needed to get sorted. But nevertheless, we're moving around on the outside, and very early on, we start attracting attention and getting into a gunfight. And after an initial whiff by me, where I miss a lot of rounds, the gunfight sort of becomes stagnant and stale, where everyone's trying to figure out where each other are. So what I'll do is I'll let you just listen to what occurred. And then, as I say, I will jump back in and explain my thought process for certain parts. Scav in the middle of the road.
Yeah, one guy died, like.
Hello.
That's to the right.
That's up on the tower.
Yeah, up on the ridge. Yeah.
That's a big boy gun.
Mm-hmm. Where did he hit you?
Didn't hit me.
Didn't hit me.
Oh. He's up on this fucking tower somewhere.
If you stay on the road and break left, I can...
Oh, he's down. He's in front of me. Two.
Yeah, can't help, they're far right.
One's tagged. One is tagged. There's a third. There's a third up on the hill.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm laying down. I gotta.
Are you in a bush?
Am I bleeding?
Yeah, he's in a bush.
I just killed off.
He's over to the right. Yeah, he's over to the right.
Yeah, I think there might be another one to the left, Mav.
Okay.
Well, I just killed 3.
Yeah, I'm still hearing shit. Unless that was you. So at this point right here, I obviously really badly whiffed on that first dude on the hill. I mean, I should have just stopped, lined up the shot, and just one-tapped him, quite frankly. And I was really annoyed at myself for that particular engagement. It could have been over so much quicker and so much more easily. He wasn't even looking at me. But that's besides the point. The gunfight is over. Vinny managed to kill 3 of them from his bush that he was in. And on top of that, we now think there may be a 4th person. So what I'm trying to do at this point is you'll notice that I'm strafing around trying to bait out more shots from the safety of this hill. If someone shoots at me, I can fall down behind it and use it as a bit of cover. But I'm just trying to see if there is anyone else that is knocking around.
Who's rushing at me?
We're coming near you. We're coming near you. Don't worry.
Okay, Vinny killed this one.
I killed all 3.
Dude, I couldn't make out who was Vinny and who was the other guy.
These 60 rounders just saved my life.
On the right-hand side of this hill. Oh, Vinny. Oh, I'm dead.
Oh,
right-hand side. Right-hand side of the hill.
Close or far?
I'm not sure. Yeah, I just heard shots.
Sounded far. Sounded suppressed.
Someone's walking on me.
Me. Onto your back right.
The guy name is Ninja of the night.
Oh, that he is. So during this moment, obviously Mav has been shot and we don't really know where it's from. So I've taken the liberty to start crawling to my right over closer to the wall. And slowly I'm pushing forward to try and get some form of cover, whether it's a tree or something like that, that enables me to get a line of sight in the direction the shots were from. From here, I'm trying to use this cover to actually get a good look around and figure out where they are. Because at this time, we don't know if it's a fourth guy from the first team or whether it's another team that's rolling up. So I'm assuming they've moved towards that tower, the antenna.
Towards the tower, yes.
So it's likely they're going to go up the hill and run in. Yeah, bottom right of the hill from the antenna. Are you moving?
I just moved a little bit. I stood up because I was laying down.
Yeah, they're on the antenna hill. They're on the antenna hill. They're not at the top. They're about halfway up on the right-hand side.
He's pushing up.
I've just put one down. So at this point, I've obviously just taken out one of the two guys that are moving towards the antenna hill. He was standing out pretty easily. He was in bright blue one-tar armor, clearly doing his quest. But nevertheless, I've put him down. And even though I am suppressed, I have decided to hightail it because I am so close to the wall. There's nowhere for me to go and there is very little cover in the area. So the second that shot has gone, I am moving. I am getting out of there and I'm falling back. The guy that is with him may know where I am, but my plan is to wrap. Instead of staying exactly where I am and his teammate looking over in the general direction until he can scan and find me just lying here in the grass, I have instead decided to sort of cut south. I've moved away from where I initially was towards the extract. I've headed south and I am planning to move around and outflank essentially this guy.
He's in front of me. He just laid down.
Yeah, I've just put his mate down. I'm falling back towards the... Okay, I'm falling back towards extract, but I'm wrapping left, Vin, so I'm going to be on your back left.
I'm just going to hang out in this bush.
Yep, you stay exactly where you are. Yeah, I'm to your back left now at a rock.
Okay, he's pretty close to in front of me.
I'm pushing further. I'm going to head further south. It might bait them. Now at this point, by doing all of this, I'm trying to keep Vinny in the loop of exactly where I am. And although my initial plan is to try and outflank them and get a line of sight from somewhere they're not expecting, my other intention is that if they have seen me running away, they may just try and beeline it straight for me, in which case Vinny can then go ahead and pick up the kill as they come running past the front of him. So it kind of works twofold. You know where the truck is for that quest?
Yes.
I'm over towards that.
Okay. You know
You
the
still
bush I
lying
was
down?
in?
Yeah, you still...
No, I'm standing up. I'm crouching. He's somewhere between me and the original hill I seen him on.
Okay. At the wall. He's at the wall. Mega Chad. He's dead.
Good fucking shot.
Nice.
Right, take your time, because I swear the amount of nades that were coming out, that was not one
Afterwards.
guy. I've put 2 down, but I think it could be 3.
I think there's 3 also. Nice shots, dude.
He pushed up to exactly where I was, and my wrap completely threw him off. So as you saw there, the wrap just completely threw him off. He came looking exactly where those shots had come from. He thought, you know what? I'm geared. I'm a big boy. I can take this gunfight. This dude's a little bushwookie and it's not, you know, nothing's going to hurt me. And he couldn't have been more wrong. As he went pushing down looking for where I was nowhere near, and it was an easy gunfight. Just a simple one-tap. The dude was well and truly outplayed, and quite frankly, I didn't even really have to risk anything for a load of pretty nice loot that may have taken me forever and a day to get out because I was still pretty much where we spawned. The next round I wanted to take a look at again was over on Shoreline. This is an entirely different round, as you can tell by the scope that I'm using. We got into an engagement down by the gas station, and this one is a lot more straightforward and transparent. as to how exactly it worked. So Vinny was over to my left just here. Mav was just behind me up on the rocks. And I've just spotted the guy over by the gas station, but we think he's crossed over to the beach. Now, with that in mind, Vinny is holding a long angle looking down the beach. There's very little I can do from here, so I instead decide from the get-go to utilize nades and try and wrap all the way around them in a pretty risky manner, I guess. But at the same time, if these guys have just run down from the hill on the opposite side of gas, it's unlikely that anyone else is going to be there. Otherwise, they probably would have been shot in the back. So as I'm moving along, I'm listening out. I'm using grenades to cover my movement more than anything. Just trying to keep their heads down. And every now and then I stop and just sort of listen to what I can hear.
He's pushing.
Oh, he's running.
Yeah. He's hurt.
He's by a rock. Really far.
There's still one close to you.
Yep. Still one by the porta-john and one behind the far rock.
Guy by the rock's hurt.
Tagged heavy. Yeah, he's heavy. Heavy tag.
Guy behind the rock is... Guy behind the rock's dead.
No,
Porta-john? Are you Porta-johns?
In between them? No.
Okay, that's him. Okay, I can see his feet.
Now, as you see there, that was a really, really easy kill. The dude was still concerned with looking towards the east where Mav was shooting from. He hadn't even comprehended the fact that I would be where he previously was. And it happened so quickly that they just couldn't do anything about it. He fell back to what he thought was safe cover. But my wrap, or my flank, if you want to call it that, had already come out and he was just not ready for it. Subsequently, I look back down towards the beach. We've got this guy completely pinched out. And he knows that I'm over here. So he starts making a push towards Mav. The comms got a little bit frantic at points where we're trying to sort of explain which side of the porta-johns that he was on. But Mav got a really quick and easy kill on the dude with very little difficulty. I came back, looted up my guy. He had a slick, an alt-in, a decked out M1A. He had all sorts of stuff. So it was a really, really nice kill. And it was really, really simple, to be brutally honest with you. This technique is definitely one that I have started implementing far more now that I've been playing for a little bit of time. Coming from Rainbow Six, I'm so used to taking up gunfights sort of one-on-one head-on and figuring out who's the better gunner. But at the same time, when it comes to Tarkov, I'm not Landmark. I'm never going to be Landmark. So I need to try and use my wits instead, and I think this is a really good way that I have found to win a lot more gunfights. Obviously, you can't do this in every single situation. If you're in a close quarters environment, it's not going to work. So I will be making a video in the future to discuss a technique that I've been using quite a lot. But until then, hopefully this kind of helps you out and prompts you to sort of think about how you are taking the gunfights and battles that you are. Don't just lie in the bush waiting, expecting them to walk up on you and not know that you're there after you've been shooting from that same bush, you know? Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully there's something in there that can help you out a little bit. If you did, please consider hitting that thumbs up. And if you don't already, make sure to subscribe. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay reckless and relentless.